Hey everybody, this is LIGHTSTAR with another episode just for you. Activation and unveiling today with my newest image that I've created called the Guardian Sacred Builder, and I'm going to talk all about the Guardians, and I'm going to also do a light language activation to help you guys all ground and center in. So I'm very excited to share this information. So you're not going to want to miss it as usual. So stay tuned for the awesome content coming forth. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your popcorn, grab whatever you like, and let's get to it. Greetings everyone, this is LIGHTSTAR and welcome back to another episode here where I create lots of fun on this channel and lots of activation for you all. And I'm going to do a light language activation that relates to the Guardians, and I'm also going to unveil and talk about my latest image that is related to this also. And so we're gonna do some great stuff today. So I'm really excited. So I wanna welcome you all and welcome to any newcomers who are here for the first time. If you are and you would like to join this tribe, go ahead and subscribe to wherever you're watching this, if whether it be on YouTube or one of the other channels, BitChute, Brighteon, wherever you're watching this. Feel free to join and hit the like buttons also as well. And for those of you guys that have been also supporting me on my Patreon, I also really want to thank you all for your donations and pledges there. If you'd like to support my work, I so appreciate that. It really helps me to keep all of this content going. And so if you'd like to go on to my Patreon website, you can go on there, or also even just donate via my PayPal, which the links are all below for all these different places you can go to do that. And I really appreciate, I honor each and every one of you guys for any contribution or pledge and support that you can. I will be offering some more things on my Patreon page. It's just giving me a bit of time here. I just started it and I'm also on a deadline this year. So probably in the fall, once I get that kind of materials deadline for my Oracle deck, there I'm going to be focusing on some other things for Patreon. But in the meantime, I really appreciate any of your support there. And also for you guys that have been having trouble on platforms, all the social media platforms that have been deplatforming and taking people off and censoring and all this kind of fun stuff that we've all been dealing with. I also want to share, I have talked about this in my past videos, but it is a service that I have utilized before, and I really want to highly recommend this service to help you to either re-platform on another social media site or to help you with video content and uploading the videos and putting them on different platforms. And it's a service I use. His name is Matthew Raymer, and he's with Anomalist Design, and he also has another website where I found him on, which is the Content Safe website, which I'm going to put the links below on how to reach him. And he offers a lot of other services, but the replatforming assistance that I have personally used his service and highly benefited from that, because I didn't have time to upload hundreds of videos over to another platform, and they take care of all of that for you. He also deals with any kind of web hosting or web development, web design, and also consulting. And he also does training and marketing, and he works with people like us here on YouTube, content creators. And so he's really a great service, wonderful person, easy to get a hold of. And so I'll put his links below if any of you guys would like to expand out and branch out and get some assistance there, okay? So that's that. So let's move on to this awesome content today. Now, I'm very excited to share about this because there's a little bit of a backstory on how this image got created in the first place, okay? So I have the content we're talking about today is the Guardians, okay? And I created this image from an inspiration. And someone that was very inspiring was a client of mine, actually, that wanted me to create a custom image for him. And as I was creating this custom image, I was really getting that this image and the aspect of this person that I was bringing through really needed to be also included in my oracle deck. So I asked his permission to utilize the custom image that I created, except for just doing a little customization for him, one thing that was different, and then the other image of that would be available to all, and also in my next upcoming oracle deck. So that's the really interesting part, is that it came about through this. But I was really interested in the Guardians because I've been working with them just on different levels myself for quite some time. And this also rounded out one of the 12th images for the star people in my series that I've been doing, that is going to be all part of the new deck as it comes out. So I was really interested in this particular content anyway, because I had been working with the beings myself, and communication came to me many years ago. So it's been a while, right? And sometimes it takes a while for me to actually create the image. So I want to talk a little bit about them, but that's just the little inspiration. This is my awesome and wonderful client named Rykhall, and I'll talk about him a little bit in a little bit, just in case any of you guys would like to get a hold of him for his services that he offers as well. And first, I'm going to show you the image that I created for the world. Okay, then I'm going to show a little snippet of the little what I did differently for him on his custom image, just one little section of it, but nonetheless, I wanted to bring this out. So I'm going to unveil this image while you're looking at it, and then I'm going to talk a little bit more about these beautiful beings, okay? So the image itself is called Guardian Sacred Builder. And here we go, up on screen so we can see the image itself. Now, I want to also say, it was very kind of hard to do the Guardians because, in a way, I've always received information that the Guardians are like a coalition, like a collaboration, like a federation, and they consist of many different types of races. They are not just one type of race. So as I was creating this image, I was getting that the aspect of Rayk, who I was bringing through, is part of the Guardians. So that's why this came to be. Okay, so as I'm coming through, it's like, well, he's part of the Guardians and this connection point to the Guardians. And so when I bring my images through, it's going to be an aspect of someone or a being or whatnot. But just know that some of the beings depicted as the Guardians that I see can look very different and have completely different personalities and characteristics, and even their roles. Okay, so that's the one thing I wanted to describe a little bit. So the Guardians, as I see them overall, are in alignment with keeping the safe planetary experience. Okay, so it's not just Earth either. Okay, so it's just basically an overlighting safety of the realms, if you will. That's what I feel they are here to do and best suited for. Now, there is a distinguishing difference because there's so many different races involved here that but they're overlighting. They're almost like those of you guys that watch the superhero movies and stuff and shows on TV even, but you know Arrow, the Arrow show, and the character of Felicity in that, she's kind of called Overwatch or Overlook or whatever that is. She's like that, and that's kind of how I almost see the Guardians as, in terms of the roles, even though I'm going to split out a couple of different roles that I see them having. But they have this overview, okay? So they're the overview, and they overwatch, oversee, And their involvement is to make sure and safeguard the 8 planets, okay? Another example of this, and we're talking movies that also where I feel is very related here, is the movie, it's one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite superhero movies, is Green Lantern. And in the Green Lantern, and I'm not going to give it away in case any of you haven't seen it, I highly, highly recommend that you go find that movie. It's one of my favorites. But the beginning part, just in a sense, there's a coalition, there is a council, if you will, and they're involved also in safeguarding of the planets. So it's very similar, and I almost want to see that role of theirs being played visually in that movie very similarly to the Guardians. And so, and the other distinguishing difference I want to also show you, or I'll talk about that in a second, is the Alliance. Okay, so there's a difference there. But first I want to just bring up on screen, because now you've been seeing this, I'm just going to show you on screen the image I created for Rayk and his custom image, which all I did was change out the bottom part of the image just in that triangular shape, okay? Because he wanted to have something in his image, and that was this term, rykhall, I believe that's how you say it, and he was saying it means something to the effect of sun on the earth sacred, or sun in the sacred earth. So that was something we put up here, and I created just for him. So that's on his custom part of the image, and I just wanted to show you guys that as well, okay? So, and thank you so much, Rayk, for being the inspiration for this image. It is just glorious and awesome, and it's quickly becoming one of my favorite images, I would say, even though all my images are staring at me going, what do you mean you have a favorite? Not like I don't love all of them, it's just this one actually just really feels in alignment right now, and I guess the timing of when it was happening too, it felt really related to just assisting this planet really heavily right now. So thank you for that. I'm going to put the other images back, the other image back up here, and we'll move forward on that with how I want to explain the difference between the Guardians and the term of the Alliance, okay? Now how I see this is kind of similar, but what I'm seeing is like the Alliance is similar to this. They're also a very large conglomeration of different beings, but I also see them as part of expanded, part of the angelic team, the elemental team, and the galactic teams working together in unity and in unison. So I feel like there's a, I don't know if it's a wider scope, but they also, to me, feel like they're more, instead of the Overwatch or the Overlook, they're more like boots on the ground kind of thing. They're more in the trenches, doing on the specific planet itself or something like that. They're more involved with, and they can also be involved in lots of different areas, not just a few single areas. So, and I'm gonna put up an image here of my image of the Alliance. Now, some of you guys have seen this image before. It's one of my previously on. I'm probably gonna do another video on this at some point, but I did revise this image a little bit too. Again, this one will be going into my newest Oracle deck, and this is called the Alliance. So I'm gonna show it up here just so you can see. I just created, this gives an example of the different integrations that we have between the different races or the different species even here with the Alliance. Angelic, we've got elemental, we've got galactic, we've even got some animals, some fairy energies, all of it, okay, included here. So these are the beings of the Alliance that I have been working with. I'm not saying that there's not only, there's like so many more, but this is the vibrational image that came through for when I was connecting to the Alliance, which I've been connected to the Alliance for many, many, many years in my own realm, okay? So, so that's that. That's where I feel, like I said, they're more focused, boots on the ground. They deal in a lot of different sectors of healing, even into our planetary governments and things of that nature as well. So they're trying to help in different realms. So let me go back to the Guardian Sacred Builder, because what I want to explain about this is that there are three main areas, I would say, the guardians that I have seen or been experienced with, that work in these different realms more specifically. So they're a little bit more focused in these areas, okay? Probably more than three, but I'm just going to talk about the three that I know that I have seen so far. The first type, or the first area that the guardians are, is the guardian that would be truly the guardian, okay? And we're talking about the either warrior type of energy, that protector type of energy, protection. Okay, I don't like that word. I like the word guardian better. Or shielding is a better word. We say it's more shielding of planetary existence and of planets. So they're really basically there to make sure that the planet doesn't, explode, the planet, nothing harms the planet too much, or, they're trying to keep balance. They're trying to keep people in balance. They also provide, shielding for people as well. So some of you may actually have the guardian as your guardian that works with your guardian angel. Okay, so there is some crossover here, and they do work with each other. So it's not, let's just say it's totally separate. There's a lot of interweaving here. So that's one type. The second type is what you actually see more depicted here in this image, which would be what we term sometimes, and some of you guys have seen this and heard this term, of the blueprinters group, okay? So these would be more of the beings that help with the blueprints. That a lot of them are tied to sacred geometries, mathematics, different types of numbers, metaphysics even, but generally more sacred geometry. As you can see here, there's a lot of pyramid technology, a lot of technology going on, and also resources and symbols and different things like that. But blueprint is very important to the guardians, and they are very advanced in bringing their information here to the planet and also to other planets. As I said, I'm just talking here because, well, we're here. But we see this blueprinter technology and the blueprinters manifesting in different ways, because they do work with manifestation and to creating also, okay? So they're creating these blueprints and these technologies to bring down. So they work in these different realms, okay? The third one that I do see a lot with the guardians too is the realm of the Akasha, and that would be in the realms of like Akashic records, or basically record keeping, okay? So, and also not just record keeping, but also who gets to decipher this information, that information, who gets access to certain types of data and certain types of information, and who really does not have the access to that yet, or maybe they will in the future, but they don't right now. And speaking of future, that I also see them working in the different timelines. Okay, so you could call it somewhat of the Time Lords, although I do see the Orions as kind of more of the Time Lord type. Not the only ones, but I see them primarily working in that. But I also see the Guardians, and again, there's Orions that are part of the Guardians, so that's probably why I also see that included here, because the timelines are very important, and this does have to do with that as well. So there can be different time shifts and keeping track of. I know we always say time doesn't really exist, but it's called that anyway, because there are different timelines and different types of, even in our creation, we can create different timelines for ourselves and our planet, and our planet here, or any planet, beings on it. We're manifesting, we're creating all the time, and we're creating certain types of timelines. Okay, so they adjust the different timelines. They watch over that. They're also assisting in those areas of making sure that everything's going smoothly. So I would also see probably the Guardians as working with time tech, you know, in that way. So these are the main reasons why I wanted to share this. This is how I see the Guardians. They are very beautiful beings and they are here for helping out. But I do see the Alliance being the ones that are a little more hands-on in the boots on the ground, but doesn't mean that the Guardians aren't also. It's just they have a little bit different focus. So as you can see, there's a lot going on in this image, the symbols, the energies, the light language, and all of that that's bringing forth. And so I really want to, again, my thanks goes out to rykhall of being the inspiration for this. I also want to say Ryk is actually starting his own business, or he's getting that aspect of his business going in this arena, and he is, I believe, calling it BlueStar Journeys. And he works with spiritual empowerment and transformation. He also has self-study courses available that you can do, a workbook program he has called 10 Starseed, an 8-book series on mysticism, and these are both available on Amazon, and I will also put the links below in case you want to go check all that stuff out. He offers meditation services and personal coaching, and he also has 30 years of experience in business accounting and business management, so he can help you out there as well and help optimize your business. And I also want to share one last thing about this experience that I had. Ryk was really nice, and he provided some gifts for me, and he gave me these little stones that he sent to me. Then I guess I wanted to share what they look like because they actually relate to this image, and he was saying that he felt this blue color of the stone also related and helped him with peace and also energy and also providing solutions to issues, and that is called the blue obsidian. And this blue obsidian he gave me, I'm going to hold one up, and then I'm also going to show you a close-up. I put it into my salt lamp so you could see it, but this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see the blue color is really pretty there. I can do this a little, but it may not focus super great. Okay, probably not going to focus there. Well, I'm going to put up the picture of these. He gave me a couple of them, and just so you can see them and see how they're this beautiful blue color. And he also said that they, like I said, they can help to solve problems and provide solutions. And he also just said that when he started giving them to people, he felt like they were really inspirational for others and how they inspired them to do what they do. And it's true, because when I got them, I was just mesmerized, and it did provide a lot of inspiration for me. So you can get these. I believe he sent me the link of where you can get them on Crystal Magic, and that's a store here, but I don't know if you can get them elsewhere, but that's where he was getting them from. And they're blue obsidian, but the beautiful geometry of the shapes of them really did correlate with the geometric of this particular image. So I just wanted to share that. They're really beautiful. Eventually I am going to make some kind of necklace out of these because I think it's really, really cool. But I haven't done that yet, but that's probably gonna come soon because I really like the image, and I mean the crystal, the stone, and I just think they're very cool. So I'm excited about that. So thank you again. I'm also going to put links below. Ryk wants to be, I guess you can contact him by his email address, so I'll put that link in my description area below. The description area is on YouTube primarily, so I'm not sure if wherever you're watching it and you don't see it, then the description area will be on my YouTube. So what I want to do is the light language activation now for the Guardians. So I'm going to just do this while the image is up here on screen again, so you guys can get the full effect here. And so here we go with this activation. I know that because I've been talking about the Guardians and because of what they do, obviously this is going to be the activation that you're going to receive, is this help with the planet, okay, helping with templating. And this could also help you guys with templating some new things for yourself. Maybe you want to revise your blueprint. Maybe you want to make some adjustments to your own blueprints. And this is going to be really helpful for that. Also for those of you guys ready to get some new records or some downloads, things of that nature, that's also here. And also for those of you who feel not safe, okay, right now. We obviously have a lot going on in the world, so it's a little bit topsy-turvy. So there's also some integrative stuff to help you feel a little bit more safe and that everything's going to be okay no matter what and how horrible it might seem at the moment, just to keep your groundedness, okay? They're very grounding energies that they bring in, very peaceful, meditative type of energies that come forth from the guardians. And also just like I said, this feeling of safety, groundedness, and peace. So let me do this. I'm just going to center in and also have you guys center in. Again, put whatever you are thinking right now about other stuff just off to the side. And also don't try to go into the activation and try to pick it apart and understand every little thing. Sometimes you may get words that come through or sentences even or just knowings of what I'm saying. And that may be different for all of you. It's okay if you don't. But just be very present and very open in your heart, okay? So let's get started. Perandadura gananejodogo. Sugaromago jibaranadasta bora ganazedens. Sobarijo gomagagagiwo dadanazada do jondaromarazagida. Tohumarara mundo hugijugo hundia do humagagundo. Sora daru hundarishura darharmakivarumbarash. Behidu gumhagumujo umbahado. Hura do umbaga hagunshiwa gahumbagan. Tohoranta sori amashuba ezubaha guegi undarama azuba. Tahandi ezu ubaga izukajigua nzoa hamagahajo. Bahuda hura antohubaga heo kando huro shamba atas. Dehu guye da andasa ato mejiba. Da beyezumba hago. Ugayo zon andara. Suandi uru maradungura jamba amba bora marazonda hi wagamaharobo bora. Dahamba uzuba ajuba guba di waramada zuba. Di zunga jumba gi dozomba adas anda ara horoma. Yarjumba gui hendo hora ama hando umba givi in the sar on hoba agashino. Wanda izumba agi edo marahashumba agavalizo. Wondero mara auju hari idisa into hara on the whole shaongo huagai izumba behendo bahas. Bahandu umaras ubarajimbi igi ba ando homarados barizo uguanji ijongo hagawam. Bahido ondar hamba odarasa ando umtorojora. Tanindo darhara umdarejubaga e umbagar. Benanzoba unduruni tu zomba ajibo umba abaron tarom havrum. Behido mahana su undarhamanda idurumada abu umbaga. Hida in the hero maas hora damashu ubaka unka heve intoso. Hando isu umraharomata shi isuku akashina. Hede unda soma hudo ungo hishu mahakav undo. Hada muzunda har under shondo. Hede isinda harma akavum. Shiwana asura tasumar hemut ukayunda. Ubahaga giva hujimbe huzon. Huranda omaga bavio o shoma agayama dahalmo shomba. Hoda umbada ugi undara hando ruba ashoba. Bihidigwaka ungohogoiji emea buhuguma hati ishu umbahagi seonda hanama dahende udusho umba dahazu umba akwo huma ishu umba tamo bari umarash. And everybody take a nice deep breath in wherever you are. Breathing in that grounded and centered place in your body, allowing this energy to flow in your body, allowing your heart to open, feeling centered and grounded here on the earth, centering in your plan, your blueprint, whatever you would like to rewrite or start anew, or just start on the blueprint you came here with, and just begin to incorporate that in your life, allowing breathing in any downloads, upgrades, centeredness, groundedness. And just anchor that in. And thank you guys. Hope that you enjoyed that little activation to kind of decompress everything. Really appreciate you guys with your energies and keeping that grounded. All of you guys that are working here, which is all of you working on this planet to make this planet higher vibrational energy and to ground it into the planet and the grids. Really appreciate all of your work as well for that. And so that's it for now. I also want to just thank you guys again for all of your assistance. If you guys want to go check out all of my work at lightstarcreations.com, where I have all of my session work that I do and provide, and I have all of the artwork that you can purchase. You can purchase this image actually right now on my website in any form, as well as all of the other images that I have for you guys. And I also have my music activation, my 444 music activation that is becoming just really popular. And so those of you guys that want to check that out, go on to my website, and it's on the music activation section on the navigation. And you can listen to those. They're super, super powerful and also very helpful at this time on the planet, giving you that 444 activation. And also we've got all of my other services, my custom art and different things like that that you can go on to and check out all of the good stuff. My Magical Dimensions Oracle deck that is also available as well. And for that, I want to say I bid you adieu, and until next time, which I will be back, I'm sure, as I always am, bringing new content and all of that. All of you guys, I really, again, appreciate you watching. And if you like this video, be sure and hit that like button wherever you're watching, subscribe wherever you'd like. And hopefully I will see you guys very soon, and your energies will be all sorts of activated and grounded at the same time. So I'm going to send you off with lots of love from the galactics, the fairies, the elementals, the angels, the star people, and all of your beautiful guides that are working with you at all times. And I want to wish you guys all the best. I will see you very soon. Blessings and namaste.